This is the Vivo X200 Pro Mini with the latest Dimensity MTK 9400, guys, built on a 3nm process. This is CarX and I am using PerfDog to show you the FPS, also the CPU location. Sadly no GPU location, but what is important is we can see how much power the phone consumes. Also, I have included here the stock FPS reader, and in this video I'm gonna try to play CarX and see what is gonna happen. Now, what is the starting temp, guys? 35 Celsius. I'm using stock setting, and by the way, the phone is node boosted. I did some tests before, by the way, so when I boost the phone, guys, and I up the brightness to 100%, yeah, the phone throttles and it just limits the performance to 45 FPS. Right now I'm circa on medium brightness, 60 FPS right now, 9 watts sometimes, so it's really drawing a lot. Let's see how much I can get going like this. I'm using the very latest version and update from CarX. It's already very Christmas, very festive. Yeah, you can see a lot of snow falling everywhere. It's very festive Christmas time. I'm gonna be doing some donuts here to see what is gonna happen. Let's keep playing like this. I'm also recording the performance data with PerfDog because at the end of the day I want to analyze the average power that was drawn to just achieve this performance, and of course see the average FPS. In my pre-test, guys, when I was playing this against the direct sunlight and the screen brightness was to 100% on auto, the phone throttled at 46 Celsius and limited my performance to like 45 FPS. Yeah, which is not ideal. The Vivo X200 Pro has a more conservative thermal throttling management. It kind of really limits the performance when the phone reaches like 45 Celsius. The Xiaomi 15 with the Snapdragon 8 Elite is another story. You can go up to 49 Celsius. Yes, it's not pleasant for your fingers, but the performance will be crazy solid, like 60 FPS on 49, and then yeah, when you reach more than 50 Celsius, it's problematic. The phone will start throttle down. But this phone here, the Vivo X200 Pro Mini, will do that at circa like 46, 47 Celsius. It will try to limit the performance. And for CarX specifically, this means going from like 60 FPS to something like 40, 45. So it is absolutely not ideal. Right now though, I think everything is looking great. I can play the game, I get some steady performance, and we're drawing something like 7 watts, so that is kind of actually a lot. It's interesting to compare this also against the Xiaomi 15 and to see what the Xiaomi 15 will do, and I'm gonna do this in the second part of the video. Now let's check for a bit. 43.1. Okay, let's keep going, guys. It's going to be interesting to see what is happening after a while, after we reach 45 Celsius. Let me try to demonstrate this to you. I'm gonna go and up the brightness to the maximum, and this of course will produce more heat, and I do guess that with more heat, yeah, once we reach 46, now you can see already, guys, see, now when I up the brightness, the phone immediately throttles my performance in the game, and I'm getting something like 45. All right, this is not ideal, right? 45, and we are drawing sometimes even up to like 12 watts with this type of performance. Now I can just go and set half brightness. Now I half the brightness and you can see it's not helping, and this only after like 6-7 minutes of gameplay. So my guess is that we already reached like 45 Celsius. Yeah, almost 44.1 Celsius. All right, and yeah, at least the CarX seem to be kind of crippled after only 7 minutes of gameplay, and with reaching like 44 Celsius. So the phone definitely throttling. There is something here called the game space. Now I've turned it off because sometimes it's problematic. We do have the ultra game mode, and I will now enable this for CarX, and you can optimize a lot of things. Like I told you, there is the frame rate priority. When you enable this, the resolution of the game will be reduced, so low resolution to try to render more frames. Now I will not do this in the test. I have restarted the game, restarted also PerfDog, and now I'm gonna show you guys. From here we do have the performance panel. I am already using this to boost. Now my brightness is set to almost like the medium level, and I'm going to also initiate the brightness lock so that, let's say, the brightness will not change. Let's see now what we're gonna get. I will measure the temp. 42. All right, so 42 should kind of give us hopefully 60 FPS. Let's see, 47, 49. This is not good, guys, I can tell you. Even not with the full brightness, we are now getting only 45 FPS. And by the way, the battery consumption still goes sometimes to like 8-9 watts, and I do get it, it's snowing outside, so it's kind of tough for the phone to render this. I think this is really graphically more intense than previously, but Nevertheless, I'm also gonna try the Xiaomi 15, and I'm very eager to see if the Xiaomi 15 with the same conditions will give me same results. So sometimes, like this one right now, sometimes guys we go even above 10 watts, so it is actually really a lot. Have in mind that the Vivo X200 Pro Mini is the smallest form factor, so it's maybe not the best in terms of cooling. This here is the Xiaomi 15. I'm using Game Turbo with the performance profile. The PerfDog data is here. Down below we have the stock counter. Now we are starting with like 31, very similar temp to the starting temp from the Oppo. And now let's start also my recording session with PerfDog. Snapdragon 8 Elite Xiaomi 15, guys. Yeah, very stable start. Let me start playing for some time and see if we are able to hold this FPS after a while with still delivering like 50 to 60 FPS and using something like 44 to 46 Celsius. All right. Okay. Oh my god, yeah. Let's try to do some donuts. This game is just so power hungry, and now the Xiaomi also went beyond the 10 watts just for a tiny bit. Not an issue whatsoever for the Xiaomi. Now let's just see after this very short gameplay where we are. 37.4, guys. Both phones, by the way, with the case. And let me show you guys, I'm also using stock brightness settings here. It is way more than just being on the middle, so it's something like 80%. You know what, guys? Let's just go and do this. I'm gonna put like the full brightness. I want to see what is gonna happen, because when I did that, the Vivo X200 Pro just decided to throttle on me, and I kind of lost between 10 to 15 FPS. Beautiful on the Xiaomi, you can see, very good, guys. Have in mind that the Vivo X200 Pro Mini is advertised to be 4500 nits peak brightness, and the Xiaomi only 3400. Nevertheless, I'm trying to test what those phones can both do on stock. Now we got like a dip. Wasn't that big, by the way? 9 watts, you can see. Yeah, when I'm just doing those donuts, guys, we are almost reaching even 10 watts. So far, with about the same playtime, the Xiaomi 15 is running cooler with the highest brightness set. And again, both phones are on Wi-Fi. Probably also redo the test with 5G. It's going to be even more interesting. We'll put even more strain on those phones. Oh, see the donut here, guys. Oh, 12 watts sometimes. Christmas lights shining. Yeah, this is a tough scene for sure. 42.6. Now let's continue with the Vivo X200 Pro Mini, guys. The very same area. It's already night, a lot of lights, gonna be tough, and we are already at 43.7. Let me show you guys. The brightness here is somewhere in the middle, but guess what is gonna happen after I pulled it to like 100%. Okay, so yeah, we start directly at like 45 FPS. I'm not impressed. Let's try to do the donuts here. So for sure, what I can say is that the Vivo X200 Pro Mini has a far more aggressive thermal management, and when it just hits up for more than like 43, even sometimes more than 42, it will throttle the performance. Hence, of course, you see that it only consumes like 7 to 8 watts. The Xiaomi was doing like 9 to 10, 12 even sometimes. And this kind of loopsy here, by the way, when I do this kind of donuts, even the Vivo is doing sometimes like 9 watts. But the FPS is limited, and it really tries to drop down. Oh, now even more than 10 watts just for a tiny moment. But the frame rate is really bad compared to the Xiaomi. And later on we're gonna also check this with PerfDog. It is still playable, I guess. We have all these illuminations here, and the fireworks, and the light, and the city light. And I really get it, it's a very hard thing to render, right? But still, it is worse compared to the Xiaomi 15 with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. And again, I'm saying this every time, guys, these phones are very small. The Xiaomi 15 and the Vivo X200 Pro Mini are the smallest phones with MTK 9400 and with Snapdragon 8 Elite, so it's not the Vivo X200 Pro or let's say the Xiaomi 15 Pro. So if you want to get the best cooling, just buy the Pro versions or wait for the Ultras, for the Xiaomi 15 Ultra or the Vivo X200 Ultra. They're gonna have a lot of other gains, and not only hopefully better, more effective cooling, but of course also the latest and greatest cameras, the latest and greatest Sony 1-inch sensors with the upgraded HP9 200 megapixel telephoto. Still though, the Vivo managed to somehow recover and now is delivering, I would say, acceptable performance with like 50 FPS. I can see it's drawing somewhere like between 6 to 9 watts. Alright, let me just try to do some drive in the city. 47 FPS, and you can see it's really trying to draw less and less power, I guess, just throttling the performance, because the phone knows that, yeah, when it just draws more like 9, 10, 11 watts, it's going to heat, and the heat is going to be more. The Xiaomi 15, I guess, is less conservative. Of course, it has a different chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite, built on 3nm PerfDog. If you want to get like all the technical details, guys, just go and watch Geek Advanced videos. I think he'll explain it the best. Now, people are saying that the Dimensity here is very efficient and etc, but what I can see right now, this doesn't really work great for me, because in-game performance specifically for CarX isn't great. So I would care less if the chip really draws less power if I'm not getting like something like 50 to 60 FPS. This here is 43 FPS, so I am not really impressed with the result, but I just think that this chipset in bigger phones like the Oppo X8 Pro or even the Vivo X200 Pro will be absolutely better with better cooling and etc. Now, speaking about cooling, let's check some of the temps. Yeah, 46.8, guys. You can see experience throttling at 46.8. Now with the snow falling and the fireworks and the night and all these lights and the city terrain in detail, I can totally get that this is hard for the phones, guys. But yeah, you can see now even the frame rate is below 40 FPS, right? With like 5 to 7, sometimes 8 watts, so it's not ideal, and it's kind of even choppy, like 37 FPS, definitely choppy. Is it still playable? Yeah, it is. I mean, can you lower the settings and probably stabilize the FPS? Probably you can, or you can try to use this setting from the game space and lower the resolution, hence get better FPS. But this is with the stock settings, and you can see it's really far from ideal. My impression for the CarX right now is that it runs really better on the Xiaomi 15. Of course, Xiaomi 15 will get tiny bit hotter, but it's not so aggressive in terms of thermal throttling. It will allow higher temps and also, of course, high consumption and higher FPS rate. Oh, now this is, yeah, it's okay. It's not a slideshow, but you can see it's not good, right? Like the performance really suffers here. Let's bring back the Xiaomi 15 here. We are starting directly with 45.6. The data from PerfDog again is on your left corner. The stock FPS counter is here down below. Alright, and now let's just see, guys, how much we're gonna get this time. I'm also starting my PerfDog recording. It's the very same part of the city, I guess. A lot of fireworks, snow is falling, so again, it's really hard. But I still have the feeling that the Xiaomi 15 is able to just outperform the Vivo X200 Pro Mini, specifically in CarX. Right, specifically in CarX. All the settings here are at stock level, and you can see the brightness is really high to somewhere like 80 to 90%. Oh, that was a bad moment. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have the switch from night to day, and oh my god, this update from CarX definitely taking a toll on both phones, the Xiaomi 15 and the Vivo X200 Pro Mini. Running at like 8 to 9 watts here as well. Right, just measure some temps. The Xiaomi rated like 47.8, and it's kind of probably throttling a bit because you can see that the FPS is not perfect. I was not even able to reach 47 on the Vivo. I guess after 45 the throttling there was severe. Oh my god, this update really killed the performance. But we have snow falling, and I guess it's just tough for the phones to render all of this. Oh wow. Not impressive, definitely also on the Xiaomi, but at the end of the day I do believe that it still is able to pump a bit more FPS on the average. Now, is this perfect? No, don't get me wrong, it's not. I would like to have like 60 FPS stable, or at least anything that is more than 55 FPS on the average, which is the case when the phones are below 40 Celsius. But now, the moment they go and reach more than 45, I guess the game of throttling begins. Now let me share some of the data I was able to gather, guys. This was my best average loop score with the Vivo X200 Pro Mini. 56.4 average FPS with an average consumption of 8.6 watts. And let me show you something interesting, guys. The phone started with like 29, this is the battery temp, going slightly up to like 41. So at 41 I was still able to get something like 56 FPS on the average. But then see what happened, guys. The next round is kind of impressive because then the phone was on 41. You can see for how long it held it. Then it went to like 42 and it kept that for a long period and then went to 43. But I do believe that here already we experienced some throttling as the FPS dropped 45 FPS with still a rather high power consumption of 8.7 watts. Now this thing here is the Xiaomi on my first run. You can see even here it's higher than the Vivo X200 Pro Mini. 58.1 average FPS with 8.5 watts. And let's try to check the battery temp here. It started off with 30 and you can see how gradually it increased the temperature like 40. So at 40 Celsius, not a problem at all. Again, for only 4 minutes we had something like 58.1. And this is where the Xiaomi 15 experienced some issues with an average FPS of 51.5. Still a rather high consumption, but lower than the Vivo X200 Pro Mini with 7.8 watts. And you can see here, guys, the temp like 45, 46, 47, and at some point, guys, even 48. But at 48 Celsius battery temp, I was still able to get impressive FPS of 51.5 on an average. And this is where the Vivo really got in trouble. 35.6 average FPS with 6.6 watts, so it really toned down the performance. And this is when it reached 45 Celsius, and you can see it really kept that for like 1 minute, then went up, then again. So at like 45 to 46, definitely some very, very severe throttling on my Vivo. So at 45 to 46 Celsius, the Vivo X200 Pro Mini definitely struggles, delivers only like 35 FPS on the average. Again, it was only like almost 2 minutes, barely 2 minutes. Average power consumption dropped, of course, as well as the phone throttle, so 6.6 watts. And you can see here, guys, all the rounds. The highest FPS here was 56.4 on the average. Then we got another one, 45.8. And then we got another one like 35.6. So when we started with cold phones, the highest score on the Vivo was 56.4 on the average. The Xiaomi still delivered 58.1. The Vivo consumed 8.6 watts and the Xiaomi even 8.5. Then you can see here, guys, the Vivo did 45.8 with again 8.7 watts, and then it really died at like 35.6 with also limiting the power consumptions. The Xiaomi did 58.1 on the highest, guys, then 58.7, even a higher one, consuming 8.6, and then it dropped to like 51.6, still dropped the consumption, but only to like 7.8 watts. So these are the results I get with the Xiaomi 15 and the Vivo X200 Pro Mini, guys. If you buy those phones, this is, I guess, what you could expect if, of course, everything is set to auto. Of course, you can try to manipulate the brightness, or you can try to manipulate the FPS priority by just lowering the resolution. There are some gimmicks or some tricks you can still do if you want to get high performance, but this is what I was able to get. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe. VST over.
And bye.
And bye.